Ready to bomb.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
I need help. Main fleet low. Heading zone.
What is good, friends, and welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend so far. A lot of you commanders ask me, Mag, which bomber is best for me? Is it Liberty, Martyr's Watch? Is it the Vanguard bomber? The answer is not simple. It is more of which camp is best for your style. So in this video, we will talk about all those bombers. At this point of the game, you may already have one aircraft. It could be a fighter and you're looking for a second aircraft. I hope it's a bomber. If it is, then stick around. You're gonna like this video. And all you veteran commanders out there, maybe you're looking for a second bomber. Now, before everything, you have to keep in mind that the golden rule about bomber is you need a fighter escort. Okay, so most probably your first aircraft should be a fighter. You upgrade your fighter and you save your parts so you can build a bomber later on. Without a fighter, your bomber will get shut down. It will be very hard for you to make kills on the battlefield with only a bomber, as like I said, it needs fighter escort. You need to control the sky so your bomber stay efficient. Otherwise, it may be able to drop only one bomb and then it will get shut down. Your bombing run will be garbage. And if you don't have a fighter, you insist of building a bomber first, that is fine. However, you will have to rely on your teammate to provide that air cover. And it's difficult as sometimes the window of opportunity, it's so small. So by the time you send your bomber, the fighter escort is gone or the troop is recalled and then you have to abort the mission. Before we go in depth with the bombing theory, let me show you a clip of my latest stream where you will see a textbook bombing run. Commanders, please copy me. Every time you send a bomber, you should always send the fighter first. So I will stage my fighter right here. Okay, so it's ready to cover my bomber. All right, so there's no anti-tank gun, no jet. So look at the timer. I'm at ETA about 20 seconds. At 5 seconds, I will cover with my fighter, like so. This is so my fighter cover my bomber, yeah. And I don't lose my bombing efficiency. Okay. Perfect. Textbook. There you go. The the aggro is taken by my jet, so my bomber can bomb without losing any HP. Look at this poor bastard. One last run, I should be good to go. Last one. There you go. Yeah, I lost some fighters, I lost a few bombers, but it was very satisfying. Let's start with the first camp, the Liberty. The Liberty bomber, you have the B-52, the B-1B, the B-2 Spirit. They are imposing bombers. They are a true showstopper. They are weapon of mass destruction. Really, when you see it on the battlefield and you see it breaking a lot of units at once, you say to yourself, damn, I want a Liberty bomber myself. And so do I. But the reality is, when I show you some game footage, I show you the highlights, the very best, what's entertaining. The reality is, most of the time, the Liberty bomber will miss its mark. Out of 10 bombing runs, you will have 5 successful runs, and among those 5 successful runs, maybe 2 or 3 will have the desired effect of damaging multiple targets at once. Most of the time you will miss your mark, and that's the reality with the Liberty Bomber. There's no perfect bomber, of course, but you need to know the strength and weakness before choosing the right unit. How can you tell the Liberty Bomber is the best bomber for your style? Well, if you are a strong player that got a durable base, you like to plop your base at the front line, blocking construction, you like to get attacked a lot, the Liberty Bomber may be the best unit for your style, as the target or the enemy will always be close to your base, and this is the perfect target. You want units close to your base, you want to target artillery sieging your base or staging to siege your base, so this is the perfect target. You can bomb armor, but the howitzer seems to be the preferred target for the Liberty Bomber. Those are the units that will melt much faster than any other unit. So if you think this is your type of gameplay, go with the Liberty Bomber. You won't be disappointed, but just be mindful of one thing. Any targets beyond 20 kilometers away, you will probably miss. Any targets on the move, you will probably miss. It doesn't track a target, so you have to predict the path, and if you do, you may only have one bombing run. So not the best, but then you have to make a compromise. Do you want to hit multiple targets at once, or you want to be able to track your target? You can only pick one. How about bombing bases? Is it still a thing? Yes, it is. Early in game, it is possible, as bases don't have strong walls or strong AA defense. You can bomb base easier. Later in game, it gets more difficult, even if you may access to modern warfare technology. It seems to me that the base defense will outpace the bomber tech to make base more durable. It is possible if you work with a teammate that got also a strong bomber, or maybe you're fortunate enough to have 2 strong bombers. If it's the case, then go ahead. Yeah, you can bomb bases, but the reality is it got more difficult now with all the base defense in place. With that being said, let's talk about the Vanguard Bomber and the Martyr's Watch Bomber, the precision bomber that I call. I'm gonna put them in the same category just to streamline this video, as they behave exactly the same. The difference is their mission. So the Vanguard Bomber, it is more effective against any artillery, anti-tank gun, rocket launcher, and howitzer. It is good. While the Martyr's Watch Bomber is better at destroying armor, everything, helicopter, and every unit that got tracks. The Martyr's Watch Bomber is great, but I realized that a lot of you guys seems to prefer the Martyr's Watch Bomber. Maybe you guys think, hey Mag, the Martyr's Watch Bomber is great against armor, so it should be even better against a howitzer, right? No, it doesn't work this way. Each have its specific mission. The Vanguard Bomber, it is much more deadly against howitzers and anti-tank gun than the Martyr's Watch Bomber. That's how it works. It doesn't deal more damage because the target doesn't have armor, so just keep in mind. And at this point, maybe you don't have a choice like me. When I start playing the game and I had access to the Air Force, I picked the Vanguard camp because that's the camp I had the most unit. But do I regret my choice? Absolutely not. I improvise with it, and I learned to love the Vanguard Bomber. Do I wish to have a Liberty Bomber? Hell yeah, but I can't right now, so I have to play with what I have. Like I said, it tracks a target just like the Martyr's Watch. You will see more footage of the Vanguard bomber as this is the unit I have. The highlight of those precision bomber is they are truly the apex predator of the game. Once they lock in to a target, it tracks it until destruction. You will never miss. Technically, you will miss if the commander dismisses the troop, he deletes the troop from his army. You will miss if the target is already blown up before your bomber arrives to destination, and you will miss if the unit is being recalled back to base. Otherwise, you will hit your target every single time you lock in to this unit. It is so good that you need to be mindful about something. You have to keep an eye on your bomber while it's tracking its target. If the target goes into enemy territory with a strong anti-aircraft defense, then your bomber may get shut down. Ask me how I know. Many times, for a reason, I lost track and then the bomber disappeared. It's part of the deal. It can play for or against you. Just be careful of that. But yeah, it do track its target, and I will show you a trick, a cool trick. Maybe you know about this, maybe you don't. I will send my bomber to this Raven troop. I will blow it up. So just in case you want to blow an enemy unit, but the target disappeared. So look at the bomber right now. It will hover over the target or what's left from the target, and you see a little icon right there. That means you have 60 seconds to reacquire a new target. You have a second chance. So let me bomb this troop right there. There you go. So I save my run. I don't have to recall my troop to send again. I can bomb a different unit. As long as this unit was blown up before, you have a second chance. And you may also realize that, let's say you attack a troop just outside its base. The commander will recall the troop, then will pop back out. Your bomber will automatically reacquire that target. You don't have to do anything. Yes, the tracking feature, it's that good. Same thing goes for the Martyr's Watch. Like I said, they both behave the same. Which target you should aim for when you are in charge of a Vanguard bomber? Rocket truck, howitzer, and anti-tank gun. Even in AA mode, the anti-tank gun will have trouble coping against the Vanguard bomber. Yes, it is that strong. Provided that you have air cover, unless if you don't, then the anti-tank gun, it will chew up your bomber. Besides that, you're good to go. If you don't have any artillery to aim, try to aim for helicopter, medium tank, MBT, tank hunter, light tank. This seems to be more durable against Vanguard bomber. You can still do it if you have a strong bomber, but try to aim for any artillery. You will have more success. As for the Martyr's Watch bomber, like I said, it's specialized against any armor. You should go with light tank, medium, any tank except the super heavy. Light tank also seems to cause more trouble for the Martyr's Watch, but it will eat everything. If you don't have those targets near you, go with artillery. It will do okay, not great, but still better than nothing. Just a quick word about officers. I don't want to go in depth on that topic, but while we are talking about bombers, might as well talk about one of the best bomber officer, which is El Cartero. He's not even exclusive, he is free to play. You can save enough statues to awaken him, but you don't have to. That's the best thing. Even if you have a weak bomber, you may not be able to fully destroy a target. At least with this guy, you will slow down the target, freeze your target, so you damage it a little bit and your teammate will finish him off, so you get the assist, right? Everybody wins and the victim will be upset. The freezing feature is frustrating to say the least. Now, El Cartero is still in my officer list. I like him a lot. I still use it today. And also I use Lone Eagle. He was released not too long ago, and he's, as a free-to-play officer right now, he's the strongest by far. He's making Rictus Reaper look weak, and he's free-to-play, so imagine that. If you have extra statues, consider this guy. He's worth every single statue. That is it, friend. I hope that this video helped you make the right choice, as there's no perfect bomber. You have to make a compromise, but I hope that with this you will understand better the strength and weakness of every bomber. If you have any question, just let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It will help other commanders reach out to that awesome content. Until then, friends, I'm gonna wish you a great week. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.